People who aren't familiar with ALS think that it is constant doom and gloom in our house, and it isn't. Like, there's definitely some sad times, but it kind of turned us a little bit more spiritual in a way where we are sort of forced to appreciate every day and every moment and all the time we get together. And not everybody gets that in life. We first met at a restaurant where I was the busboy maybe, and she was a server, and I was definitely fascinated with her right when I first saw her. We ended up becoming like good buddies.
I remember going in one night and the two of them happened to be working behind the bar together. And you wouldn't notice if you didn't know them, but they were just glowing.
We had been friends for a while, and when he asked me out, he showed up looking so handsome, in a pinstripe suit and flowers to give.
It just grew from there. It was so natural.
You know, the family they've created is just wonderful to see and to be a part of.
Getting to go exploring, go hiking, it was as if I was being transplanted back with my own family, and a big part of that was Amy and her smile.
One of the first signs that we noticed with Amy and her ALS was, you know, her voice. Her voice was sometimes a little slurred or delayed. And
the scariest symptom was when my hand wouldn't open and close as quick as my other hand.
We started seeing specialists in the area. It wasn't really like obvious what was happening because Amy was still fully functioning. She was still working.
I finally decided to see an ear/nose/throat doctor. I didn't take a look at the referral until the next day, on a trip to the beach. When I saw what she wrote at the bottom, I wept.
At first, she was still driving, I was still working, and it was just little things that she would need. Maybe help up the stairs, help into bed.
I can no longer dance with my daughter on TikTok, play ping pong with my son, or ride bikes with my family.
Now we're 2.5 years into the first sign, and at this point, I have completely stopped working. Her care is, round the clock. She needs help doing everything. Every little thing that you can think of, like every micro adjustment when you're in bed, like she can't do that anymore.
They had to move to get a one-story house. They're like just a few blocks away from us now, and we feel very lucky to be closer to them.
It's an important part of our lives to do whatever we can to be there, to make a day easier, a moment easier.
Yeah, Sarah and Pete have been so helpful, and they're just a phone call away and they drop everything. We were open with our kids about Amy's diagnosis from early on, but for them, like, their mom is here, they can talk to their mom. It's not a devastating day-to-day occurrence for them. This device is amazing. She's still able to text them, talk to them about their homework.
Amy's just a rock star. She still has time to, tease my brother and make fun of him. And there's so much life in her. And, ALS takes many things away, but it doesn't take her spirit away.
The Golden West chapter has been a great help. I attend a multidisciplinary ALS clinic at UCSF through the chapter.
We were able to find a van through the Golden West chapter that had wheelchair access so that Amy and Dante could travel to doctor's appointments.
I remember Dante saying, gosh, we need this van. It was like an hour later. He's like, okay, so there's this van available. It just happened so fast and it was so easy, and they just were there to be there and to help. And what else can I do for you?
Just feeling a sense of community with them and knowing that if I run into a wall, like, they're there. I don't feel like I'm alone. Amy came up with the name Amy's Avengers, and the phrasing "kick some ALS," that was all Amy as well.
The morning of the ALS walk, there was a parade, 50 cars or so deep.
And it felt like the parade just was endless. It just kept looping around.
And it was just really special to know that community came together like that, and know that that's just one piece of this broader community of people that are involved in things like the walk.
Thanks to our community of family and friends, and even those we don't know. And to my husband, Dante. How did I get so lucky? I love you something fierce. Thanks for being the best freaking caregiver ever.
Giving so much to Amy has taken my sort of ego out of the relationship and just brought me to this place of pure love. it's difficult. It's not easy, but it has taught me how to love her that much more.